ドラキュラ・モーフィー、キャットヴァンパイアナイト VTuber。
Hello everyone, and today we are playing some more Dragon Age, the Veilguard. We are continuing our playthrough. Last time, we got Emmrich and everyone, and we've been doing some of their companion quests. We also went out to help the Grey Wardens and all that stuff. Now we gotta meet Morgan. But before that, I think we got a lot of companion quests and companion dialogue.
Back, demon! No further!
Oh, it's Spite!
Isn't standing up to them supposed to work?
Let Lucanus go! Don't make us hurt both of you!
What's going on? Lucanus?
It's not Lucanus, it's the demon. It's taking him over. He's trying to leave.
Smells like jam and brimstone.
That is a crazy
Morph,
combination.
do something!
Lucanus doesn't belong to you.
Spite, this man is not your puppet, and stunts like this won't change that.
Why are we talking to him like a pet?
Rook? Taash?
You tried to walk through the Alluvion in your sleep.
Spite wanted out.
I need coffee.
Becoming a liability.
If you can't control this demon, I don't know if I can rely on you.
I can control him, and I will. It's hard for Spite to take control when I'm awake, so I try to stay awake.
You can't just stay awake forever. I think that would kill you.
I'll be more careful next time.
Can we talk to Spite?
We have to make Spite understand that he's endangering you.
He's Spite, not learning. He doesn't listen to anyone. Don't worry about it. This won't happen again.
I don't know about that.
Thanks.
What's up?
Sorry. Didn't mean to interrupt.
Please do. I need to hear an actual voice now and then.
Squawk!
Can't imagine why.
I'm starting to dream that I'm a griffin. Squawk.
Squawk! Don't be rude, Hassan.
Hassan? It's bad manners not to answer someone.
Right. So what brings you by?
Just curious, really. Wondering what it's like being a Grey Warden. They've always been these legendary warriors living apart from the world.
Don't know about that. I spent time with people who were bad right up till they took their vow.
How so?
Weishaupt is the last stop for the wrong sort. If
The
you're
wrong
facing
sort?
prison or worse, you can always join the Grey Wardens and take your chances with the Blight.
Or the wrong sort.
And just how, wrong are the wrong sort?
Thieves, brigands, pirates, and the odd murderer now and then.
Sounds fun right up to the murdering.
At least now they're murdering Darkspawn.
I've heard about Weishaupt. Never been there.
It's a giant fortress and home of the Grey Wardens. It's been standing for as long as anyone remembers. At least since the first Blight.
Does it have floating buildings like the lighthouse?
No, but things float up from the latrines.
Ugh.
Fun bunch you hang out with.
The wrong sort have their charm.
Why is the first warden angry?
Has your first warden always been, well,
A stubborn bastard?
one way of putting it?
He means well in his own way. He's old-fashioned. Tradition is everything. Keeps us disciplined. We never deviate from it.
He'll have to. Elgranon and Gillenane won't play by his rules.
If he even believes in them. The man doesn't have much imagination. Even the right sort can be the wrong sort.
I'd join the wardens.
A hot meal and a warm bed in Weishaupt is better than rotting in some dungeon.
It would be, but the food's always cold, and Weishaupt's drafty in the winter.
You're really selling it.
It gets better. When Darkspawn threaten a village, when innocent people are in danger, then we swoop in, swords held high, armor gleaming, while 100 faces look to us for salvation. And they all live to see the sunrise because of what we do.
Okay. Now I get it.
Best part is the warden fighting alongside you. Maybe they've done some bad things in the past. But after that day, it's different. There's some honor in their life where there wasn't before. Nothing like seeing redemption happen before your eyes.
Everyone deserves that.
We all need that chance. Put past sins to right.
It makes the warden stronger to have people in our ranks who've lived in the shadows. When the storm comes, you don't want farmers and florists fighting archdemons. It takes the wrong sort to put the world right.
Kind of like us, I suppose.
Minus the skeleton butler.
I like
don't
the
know.
skeleton butler.
Manfred the Warden. Has a ring to it.
How about we quit while we're ahead? See you around.
Oh, it's Isabella. Hello,
Welcome to the
Isabella.
Hall of Valor. I knew you'd find your way here sooner or later. Your kind always do.
What do you mean by that?
In war, victory.
Oh.
In peace, vigilance. Hall of Valor, give it up for renown.
In Warden's victory!
Need a heal. Oh, there we go.
Careful, on your left.
Gotcha.
Now let's see what they've got.
Asamra. That's Kunlat for congratulations, right?
You might want to try Ananra. You just said, we are doing you.
I was saying it wrong all this time. Actually, that explains a lot. Anyway, Ananra out there.
What do you... Okay, yeah, sure. Ooh, what is this? Oh, what are you two
No,
doing?
I know. It doesn't make any sense, but it works.
Wouldn't the connection to the lyrium cause...
The veil to rupture? Not if you're careful. Really, really careful.
Rook, good to
What
see
is this about?
Belara was telling me about one of the artifacts she calmed. Her
Calmed?
manipulation of the Hylic spheres put some circle mages I know to shame.
Oh, that's so nice. Really?
There's circles in
Belara,
Nevada?
repairing the Illuvian network alone is worth a thesis.
Ever seen anything like it?
Have you run into anything like it before?
Not at all. The principles are familiar, but the application, the finesse. Though admittedly, my interests lie more with the spirits. Look to Belara for elven magic expertise.
Everyone earns their keep.
I expect everyone to bring their best. That's why you're all here.
I'm flattered to be part of it. I'm glad we kept up our correspondence, Belara.
Oh, me too.
That said, I've noticed you working at all hours on that artifact.
Really? I don't think it's all ours.
And you're either the first to wake, or you simply aren't sleeping some nights.
Thank you, Professor, but I'm fine. Mostly.
Mostly.
That was really reassuring until mostly.
In between the two? It's hard. I've never had a chance like this kind of access to knowledge. It's Solas's old home. I want to learn as much as I can.
And we've time to learn it. But in order to do that, you must take care of yourself.
Even Sola slept.
Not that Solus should be any kind of example, but even he slept. You can too.
Sometimes I can't. Fall asleep, I mean. My thoughts get in the way.
Perhaps I can help.
With sleeping?
Yes, I can teach you some breathing exercises, the ones we show initiates.
Oh, that's very nice. Thank you.
There's
Of course.
sleeping
We
exercises?
must look out for one another.
And thank you too, Rook.
Anytime.
Okay, I am going to relax right away. But first,
Right away.
I had another question.
I thought you might.
Not another one. Alright, let's do Taash's companion quest. Fire on the Sands. Taash is taking some time up, blow some steam. All right. I imagine we're just gonna follow Taash around, probably. I feel like that's most of these first companion quests. You just follow them around or
Hey.
talk to them.
Some for you. Some for you.
What's this?
Hey, don't be a dick. That was for the little one. Stupid birds.
This is a fun side of you.
I wasn't expecting,
What?
I don't know, you with the birds. This is fun.
Oh, good.
Can I help?
Nice.
Sometimes I practice with the fire out here. It's safer. No people around. Lots of water.
Is it magic or...
It's not magic. My mother says the Kunari used to be closer to dragons. Something in our blood.
The Antom called you a Dari.
Iron Bull said
Yeah.
that, you know,
Old Kunari
they used
word
to
for
fuck
fire
dragons to make
If you like
Kunari
me are born
with
every
horns.
generation.
I don't know.
My mother
Something like
thinks
that.
the Dari were
I'm
meant
not
for
sure.
something special. She's always looking through the old texts for clues. Come on. Don't want to scare the birds.
Alright, where we going? Where we going, Taash?
My mother left the Qun not far from here. She got herself transferred to Kantar from Parvalan. Smuggled me there and then walked out.
I
Oh.
thought Kantar was well fortified. How did she escape with a child?
The Qun isn't a prison. People can leave if they want.
Huh.
You little guys hungry?
Taash approves.
Do you miss living under the
Hell
Q?
yeah.
Not much to miss. I was a baby. My mother misses it. She was an Ashkari back then. A scholar.
Why'd she leave?
Me.
Oh. Well, yeah, that much is obvious. Why did my character even ask that? She already said that the mother left
There's enough for all of you.
and took Taash with her.
Shathan was worried about what the Kunari would do with a fire breather like me.
What would they do?
She said they'd have me put in the Antom. Use me as a berserker. The idea
Or turn
scared
you
her
into a
enough that she left
Sarabas.
her library and walked away from the Qun. There you go. Come on. Over here's where I practice.
Why not on the beach?
The birds just ate. Scare them any more than you already did and they'll be crapping everywhere.
Wouldn't that be nice?
What the crap is that?
Raining bird
The
crap.
Antom must be marking
Crap. What the
their
crap?
territory.
That's
Not
too
on
much
my
crap.
beach. Vashvatari. Come on. These banners need to burn.
Okay.
Let's see if it burns.
Oh, there's a fight here. This would make it the most exciting first companion quest.
Nice. What does it feel like when you breathe fire like that?
It's more like spitting.
Ew.
Something inside my throat
Why
opens
is
up
it
and
ew?
lets stuff mix together. Then there's this rush of heat as I roar it out.
I'm surprised it doesn't hurt your mouth to do that.
It can. One time my tongue got in the way. Got a mouthful of fire.
Ooh.
Didn't hurt much. My mother has to make food extra spicy so I can taste it.
I guess that's the trade-off for being a fire breather.
It's fine. I smell stuff better than most people.
An Antom supply cache. Too bad it's locked up.
Not
Could
for long.
you?
Watch.
All right.
Gotcha.
Damn.
Wow. It burned right through it.
Yep. Melt some metals, not all.
How'd you figure out which kinds of metals you could melt?
My mother said I went through a lot of spoons as a baby. This way.
More birds to feed?
Something like that. Karash, it's Taash. I brought food.
Harash.
Abadash. It's good you came early. The
Ah,
feather
more
cloud's getting
Kunari.
lower. It's going to rain.
Fellow
Who's this with
Kunari.
This is Rook. He's a friend.
A friend. All right. Make sure you both dress for rain. Drip rain, not mist rain.
Drip rain?
What's the difference between drip rain and mist rain?
Drip rain soaks through the clothes. Mist rain just wets the skin. Sorry, I don't know all the words in your language.
No, I get it.
Karash was a worker caste navigator. Got dragged along with the Antam when they invaded.
They told us it was ordered by the Qun. I was not taught war. I was taught the weather. Red clouds for thunder, gray clouds for rain.
Red clouds?
Green clouds for the devouring storm. And black clouds for the Antam cannons. After what they did in Ventus, I ran away.
You alright, man?
I am sorry the Antam did that to you.
I do not have my old life or work, but I remember who I am. The Antam have lost even that.
You saw their banners? They're in the area.
So what does the rest of the Qun think of that?
Let me know if they bother you.
Why isn't the Arishok here?
Peace, Avatash. I have the clouds to watch and fish to eat.
More than just fish. Here you go. Shathan said to eat the fruit before it spoils.
I like the cookies better.
Everyone likes the cookies better.
I'll eat the fruit. Thank you, Avatash.
Panahedan.
Panahedan.
So, the dragon hunter has a softer side.
The Qun says you take care of people.
So, you're a little Kunari, a little Rivani, and a little dragon?
Yeah.
I understand that.
I get that.
Come on. I should tell my mother how Karash is doing.
Yeah.
So how do you get it?
I left my old life behind when I joined the Antivan Crows. Then I had to leave that to help stop Solus.
Oh yeah.
So you take what works from each part, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I had to take Kunari language classes growing up. I had to learn how to tie these stupid knots. It wasn't so bad when the Kunari and Ravain were at peace. Now the Antam have broken from the Qun and started attacking. People look at me like they're scared I'll switch sides.
That's their loss.
If they broke from the
People who've only ever been
Qun,
one thing will never know how big the world
why aren't the
is.
Kunari doing anything?
Yeah.
I mean, they're Talvashot,
Maybe.
right? They're an organized Talvashot group. So the Qun should probably do something about that.
Mother, what are you doing
Ooh.
here?
You used to call me Tama.
I
Tama.
also used to wet the bed. Want me to start that up again?
I'd rather you didn't.
Oh, relax. Oh, relax.
You know what I meant.
She always did like the grumpy ones. In truth, Evitash's tastes are quite varied, although it is uncommon for her to be attracted to men.
Mother.
What?
Perhaps because in some ways, she acts more like a man herself.
Why are you
Ooh.
here?
I came to ask Karash about the tablet your group recovered. I wondered if some of the symbols might be used among the Antam.
Be gentle. Don't make him talk about the war.
I see the wisdom of your suggestion. I also see that you used your fire again. Chakra Toebra.
Chakra Toebra.
Remember to keep your consonants crisp. Kunari do not slouch, and neither does our language. Panahedan, Evitash. You did well bringing Karash his food.
Sorry. She's like that.
So uncommon with men.
So it's uncommon for you to be interested in men, but not unheard of?
Well, thanks for coming. We should get back.
Thanks for having me along. Maybe we can do this again.
Right?
Yep.
Yep. Yep. Not like that. Like I had some chemistry with Taash. I thought it would be just Harding. Oh, I got a new outfit. Once again. Cool. So far, Taash and Harding have interesting romances. For Nev, nothing's happening with Nev. For Belara, she seems clueless, which I guess that works for her character. All right, let's help out Emmrich with this necrophilia necropolis thing.
Thank you again for coming. My duties include tending to these rites of remembrance. Excellent. Manfred found his way down. Very good, Manfred.
Very good, Manfred.
Excited.
I thought we'd start the rites here. A tableau of the dead, commissioned 173 years ago. These lives were flickers against the ages.
Why are they posing, though?
Fragile and finite. Now they serve as a warning. Don't linger overlong in the gloom. Live with grace and fervor while you may.
This is so neat.
It's like being in a very, very specialized museum.
Yes, but the purpose of the tableau...
Wait, did one just move?
That one's livelier. Here.
What?
Who
It
were
moved.
you when you breathed above?
This body was a tailor's.
This is like using the speak with dead option in Baldur's Gate 3.
Carved and taught and wove the robes kings wore when they were crowned.
Someone must realign her thoracic vertebrae. I hope the novices are inspecting the displays.
Why bother?
Seems pointless. No one here's expecting company. Are they?
Let's continue.
Eh? What?
So what now?
We light candles in remembrance of the dead.
Okay.
Would you care to light the candle, Rook?
Sure.
Look at this. The last tomb of the Tannhausens. A very influential family in the Storm Age.
We broke the bones of dragons.
A posthumous motto. Their last heir met his match against a Highland Ravager.
Death by dragon? I'm surprised there was enough to bury.
Do you know, I never expected that the door we found back in the Vault of the Beloved would lead here.
So the necropolis actually shuffles its rooms around?
From time to time. Very unlikely to happen while we're inside a chamber. Could you light the next candle?
Where? Oh, ignite.
Aha! One of my favorite flowers! A variegated weeping widower.
You know your plants.
Variegated weeping
Alchemy is my
winnow.
hobby. It's a break from teaching spirit calling and theoretical applied metaphysics.
If you ever want a side job, the crows are always looking for new potions.
Yes, as I recall, you're rather famous for it. This way, Rook.
Yes?
You were right about the gardens being peaceful.
The necropolis has its dangers, but these places are a refuge for the dead.
How many people are buried here anyway?
Excellent question. We rarely should take a new census. You'll need to light these candles as well.
Okay. Ta-da!
Open your hearts to the final day, companion of all the ages. You remarked earlier that keeping this place in order seems pointless, but there's meaning in how we tend the necropolis.
What
Just
meaning?
seems like a lot of ceremony.
The ceremony can be the point.
Eh?
The spirits gather. Only a few more candles. Follow me.
There's a wisp here.
Ah, look here.
Oh. Yes, a wisp. There's a lot in Nev's room. Move along. Hey.
Hi? Should I say hi?
It's
Hi.
curious about you. We're
Hello.
also enjoying the gardens, but with one last ritual ahead. On your way, my friend.
Spirits really are your specialty.
I've always had a rapport with them. Even as a child, they were my companions.
After you started training here?
After I was orphaned.
Oh.
A collapsed building, swift deaths.
Damn.
After the funeral, the Watchers took me in.
Sorry about your parents.
Belated condolences, if that's worth anything.
Always. We move on, as we must, but those long nights linger about the shadows.
How did you deal with it?
I didn't. When I first arrived here, I was terrified.
And you still joined the Watchers?
They're what saved me. Come, the next set of graves lies ahead. Please, light the next candles if you would.
Okay. Ta-da!
There's much to recommend about the rhythm of a ceremony. It eases our worst hours. As a boy, the Watcher's rituals were exactly what I needed to steady my days with purpose.
And some death magic?
Well, every young
And
mage
some
needs
death
a
magic.
speciality.
Speciality. Ignite this.
All this pageantry, this magnificent gloom and its rites. I ask you, Rook, what is it for?
It's gotta be the living, right?
Yes, exactly, exactly. This place is an abundance of history, of magic, of memories. The Watchers preserve it so the living may draw comfort from those who've gone before.
How? How do they draw comfort?
We must get
Hello,
to the
Manfred.
candle, please, Manfred.
You told Harding that Manfred used to be a wisp until you gave him a body.
Yes, he's taken so well to it. Haven't you, Manfred? Here are the last candles.
I love
you'll need to
Manfred.
light.
He's adorable.
Once you're ready, we'll need to ring the bell.
Okay.
Let the rites be acknowledged. Our bonds seen and sealed. We honor the listening spirits.
The listening spirits. Alright, now what? Oh, we can talk to spirits.
Hail from the abyss.
Hail!
We witness, good watcher, faith kept in all our paths.
What was,
The necropolis hosts many spirits. We thank these guardians for their protection and friendship. We'll need to ring the
Oh,
bell
kind
once
spirits.
more to close out the departing ceremony.
Why do they have the forms of the demons? Oh! Oh, there we go. Oh, that's beautiful. That was a beautiful view.
so you were really afraid of this place as a child?
It wasn't the necropolis itself, but what was draped around it.
Death?
Have you ever been frightened by the thought of dying, Rook?
Of course, like most people.
Hasn't everyone from time to time?
When I was younger, it happened more often than that. That's when I discovered I possess a great terror of dying.
You're afraid of death?
It goes beyond dread. Can't be reasoned with or soothed over. It comes without warning. In the dead of night, in sunlit streets, a raw, strangling fear struck somewhere deep past the heart.
That's an issue for a necromancer.
Oddly, I discovered I wasn't alone. I debated this fear with friends. I argued with teachers. Yet, it lingered.
Until now? Even now, you're still... I don't know.
Manfred's
Ironic.
right. That's maudlin enough.
I know, ironic for a
There are struggles, but a watcher should
necromancer.
always find peace amongst the graves. And what sort of host would I be if we didn't end with some light refreshment?
Anything for Manfred. Yeah.
Well, if Manfred's excited, how can I refuse? Cheers, Manfred.
Oh, Manfred's awesome. Ooh, I wonder what... Emmrich and Manfred.
With
What are you
all
guys
my
doing?
regards. Oh, but I don't want them to think me homesick.
What's that? Back
Hi,
home? Navarra? We just
Look,
got... We
hello.
just went there.
Just composing a few letters. The other
Ooh.
watchers have been most
To
interested in
whom?
our adventures.
Are watchers also mortalitasi?
So I've heard people call necromancers mortalitasi. What's the difference between them and the Mornwatch?
Oh, all Navaran necromancers are mortalitasi. The Watchers are a special order within them.
Very fancy.
We've certain privileges and attendant responsibilities.
What kind of responsibility?
What's the Mornwatch do?
Our first duty is safekeeping the Grand Necropolis and preparing the funerary dead. Another is stopping misuse of dark magic and necromancy.
Must keep you busy.
Not often, but on occasion.
What about the necropolis? Tell me about that.
What's the Grand Necropolis like?
Its majesty has stilled the tongues of kings and queens. It's a haven for spirits and the dead, a vast well of history, the duty and shelter of
Look at
every watcher.
Manfred.
We
He's
who
adorable.
serve it are pledged to an eternal vigil.
Vigil against what? The
What do
undead?
Watchers, watch for?
There are stranger and more dangerous things than spirits in the Fade Rook. The Watchers stand against them when their shadows rise.
Anything lately?
A few portents I cannot put down solely to the chaos of the elven gods, but nothing definitive. Perhaps only shivers in the void.
I couldn't help overhearing the word homesick.
Oh, I'm fine. Completely absorbed in our venture. But if I were home, I'd be preparing for new students or requests to speak to the dead.
Did you give up your classes?
You didn't stop teaching just to be with us, did you?
I'm long overdue for a sabbatical. Besides, do you know how many students the faculty wanted in my class next season? 10! How's one meant to tailor separate lessons for 10
Wait,
pupils
separate?
at a time? Honestly.
Wait, what? What? A lot of teachers in the modern days teach lots of students. Anyway, corpse
Can people
whispering?
just ask you to show up for some corpse whispering?
Oh, nothing official. There are very few of us, but we help here and there. Questioning a victim of murder, clearing up disputed wills, and sometimes fetching back last words from a loved one.
And that's not your whole job?
You can get anything out of the dead and they just let you leave Navarra?
My gift has limitations. The dead only know what they did in life. What was clear under the sun is sometimes blurred when I revive them.
Makes sense.
Honestly, some conversations aren't worth the trouble. Death encourages obstinacy.
I'll see you around.
Good to chat. I'll let you get back to your letter.
Before you go, I wanted to thank you for your company in the Memorial Gardens.
Yeah.
There's another ceremony I have to perform there. If you'd like to visit again. Not yet, but soon.
Soon, of course. With the undead. Sure, and I get missing home.
Sounds good. Sometimes I miss home too.
Rook, I'm not... well, perhaps a little.
You'll cheer up once we look at some graves, I bet.
The ceremony should be most centering. I'll let you know when it's time.
Oh my god. What is that point, Rook? Is that a thumbs up or point thing you got to do? I don't get why you do that. But I find it entertaining. Keep doing that. I guess it's just got lost in the fade and someone shepherded it to our doorstep. Is it just me or does the armor somehow look familiar? Like something an old friend would wear. Is this the N7 armor? Oh, yes it is. Yes it is.
Why do you run around in fancy mage
Oh,
clothes?
Nev's there.
Because I like them?
You're barely even wearing a shirt.
You fight Anton with a bare midriff.
Everything all right?
They got a point there.
We're fine. Just trading fashion tips. So what I wear is a problem for you?
Oof.
It's not. It's just... why dress like that? Are you trying to make your mother happy?
Talk to us, Taash.
Taash, what's going on? Something is clearly bothering you.
My bet's on mothers and dresses.
True.
It's just something my mother said the other day. That I act more like a man than a woman.
And you feel like you should wear dresses to make her happy?
No. Can you imagine me in a dress? I'd look stupider than I'd look stupid.
Kunari have gender roles.
I wasn't raised under the Qun, but our people believe some jobs are for men and others are for women.
Yep.
You dress like a warrior, and for Kunari, warrior is a man's job. Is that why your mother said what she said?
No. I mean, maybe. But it's fine. She says stuff like that all the time.
And?
It feels right. When she says I act more like a man. It feels right. Why does it feel right?
Taash, do you like being a woman?
Nobody likes being a woman.
Damn.
This is stupid. Forget I said anything.
Well, I'm sure some gamers are gonna be completely normal about that line of dialogue. You're getting there.
It's not stupid, Taash. What you're saying is important. You can figure this out at your own pace, but you're already talking about it, and that's a good step.
And I don't even know what it is.
Some of my friends in Minrathous talk about not feeling comfortable in their own skin. As a man, as a woman. I could see if they'd like to talk. Maybe what they say fits how you're feeling.
Yeah. Okay. And thanks. You do look really pretty.
Damn.
To look at. I'd smudge your makeup.
Thanks for letting me down gently.
Oh, and Nev got rejected.